the area of afforestation, the National Afforestation Program under the Great Green Bond projects. The Green Bond projects have successfully forested 6,191,306 hectares of land through the Green Bond project implemented by Forest Research Institute of Nigeria, the National Agency for the Great Green Wall, our Department of the Certification, Land Degradation, and Drought Management, and of course, the National Parks. Through the Forest Research Institute, we have been raising seedlings. As of date, we have 6.5 million seedlings in the Forestry Research Institute of Nigeria. But to us, the significant action taken towards playing a role in climate change mitigation and adaptation is the signing of the Climate Change Bill into law by Mr. President in November 2021. The project implementation status between 2019 and 21 covers 3 core areas, which are contaminated soil management, soil remediation, sustainable livelihood program, the potable water supply. In 2019, under this project, 21 lots were awarded for remediation. This covered 12 of the 65 lots that were in the UNEP report. And the lots covered an area of 276 acres. To date, 18 of these lots have been completed, closed out, and certified by Ministerial. 3 of these lots are currently undergoing certification process. An additional 29 lots were awarded for remediation sites in February 2020, covering an area of 289 acres. 6 of these sites have been completed and certified by Ministerial, while 2 outstanding sites at Midere and Ogoni are above 60% completion, of which we are accelerating. A total of 1,337 persons have been trained, employed, and earned income to support their livelihood. Under the Livelihood Support Program, this is part of UNEP's recommendation. The women and the youth have been trained in agribusiness, but also artisanal refiners and other youths are being given the opportunity to develop and expand existing skills and acquire new skill sets to build their capacity and employment. In this regard, in December 2021, 5,000 needs assessment forms were distributed to 5,000 youths for us to capture the choice skill sets that they want. And these needs assessment forms are targeted at the artisanal refiners in ogoni land for us to give them alternative livelihoods. We are employing 500 ogoni youths as local security at various hydrocarbon remediation sites in ogoni land. Also, in line with the UNEP recommendations and our drive to accelerate the provision of potable water to hydrocarbon impacted communities in ogoni land, we are achieving success as 6 sites in Alessa, Eleme, Ebubu, Teraba, Bokana, Barako, and Bidere have achieved significant progress, and the communities in Alessa, in Eleme local government, are now enjoying the provision of potable water. The process to procure 14 water projects to cover other communities in ogoni land is undergoing procurement process. One of UNEP's recommendations to the federal government of Nigeria was to establish the Center of Excellence for Environmental Restoration, along with an integrated contaminated soil management center. This, we have begun the procurement process. In the World Climate Change Vulnerability Index, Nigeria is classified as one of the 10 most vulnerable countries in the world. This poses a serious threat to poverty eradication and sustainable development in general. This is because our country has a large rural population that lives on climate-sensitive economic and development sectors for their agriculture and fisheries. The cost of not addressing climate change or not adapting to it is very high, and certainly the social consequences are enormous. Nigeria has made significant strides in the area of climate change adaptation by developing a national adaptation communication document, which provides a mechanism for Nigeria to report priorities, implementation and support needs, plans and actions. Also, a national adaptation plan framework to help with adaptation planning and governance. The Act establishes the Climate Change Fund, which will help Nigeria address issues of adaptation, loss and damage, innovations to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, development of technology for renewable energy, and transition to a green economy. As part of efforts to ensure that the country meets its target of attaining net zero by 2060, the Act provides for the phenomenon of carbon budgeting, which will be set in a 5-yearly cycle with annual targets assigned to private and public entities, with the Council imbued with the powers to monitor and ensure that set budgets and targets are met as at when due. So in collaboration with the Energy Commission of Nigeria, through the support and expertise of the UK government, Nigeria launched the Energy Calculator, which is a tool for generating evidence to support intelligent policy making around energy and climate change.
When you think about the most vulnerable people, what is it that they rely on their daily livelihood? It's the land, it's the water, it's the forests. So when you're talking about the rain for agricultural communities, or pasture for cattle herders, so when you talk about climate change and its impact, think about how that erodes the only livelihood, the only asset the most vulnerable have. And we've seen this in Nigeria, the impact it has had on agricultural communities who rely on the rain. The rain is becoming more and more unpredictable. Those who rely on pasture, going further and further looking for pasture for their animals. Those who rely on forestry are seeing that the forest is becoming less and less. We're losing a lot of it. When you think about climate change, think about those people and what it means for them, and why the issue of climate change is the most important discussion this country can engage on. Nigeria did not cause climate change. Its emissions are very small, but Nigeria is feeling climate change on a daily basis. So that's why Nigeria's involvement, and that's why the issue of the debate around adaptation is important. We can't reverse some of the impact that we're already seeing, but we can prepare our communities, our farmers, our herders, to make sure that they're able to adapt to this changed climate, and that they have a future, that their livelihood is not threatened.